Be a vegan, or your soul is doomed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Afghanistan, Ancient Culture and Beautiful Heritage, Part 2 of 3. Continue watching to find out more.
Joyful viewers, on this blessed day, the warm-hearted people of Afghanistan would like to say Salam Dustaman to you. The phrase means, "Hello, my friend," in Dari, one of the country's official languages. My name is Nuria. Seeing people like you who are naturally loving and grateful renews the Afghan people's hopes to be the same. May Allah bless us all. Welcome to our program, Afghanistan, Ancient Culture and Beautiful Heritage, Parts 2 of 3. Located at the crossroads of Central and South Asia, Afghanistan was once a highly prosperous nation that served as a central gateway on the ancient Silk Road, integrating various brilliant cultures and arts. In part 1 of our show, we introduced the amazing cultural heritage of ancient Afghanistan. Today, we'll explore the country's traditional handicrafts and costumes. The first traces of human life in Afghanistan were found around 52,000 years ago. Since then, the Afghan people have adopted various cultural elements from different times. The earliest Afghan metal handicrafts can be traced back to the Bronze Age, 3300 to 1200 BC. Also, over 20,600 gold items, such as coins, necklaces, and other jewelry, were found in burial mounds in Shebaran, Jozjan province. The amazing Oxus treasure, probably made during 400 to 200 BC, was found near the Oxus River. All of these items represented the highly developed handicraft design and manufacturing skills of the ancient Afghans. Another significant form of art in Afghanistan is Gandharan art, a Buddhist art style developed during the 1st and 7th centuries AD. The Buddhas of Bamiyan were two monumental statues of Vairocana Buddha and Gautama Buddha that had been carved into the side of a cliff in the Bamiyan Valley of central Afghanistan during the Hephthalites' time. Among the tallest statues in the world, the Buddhas were surrounded by numerous caves and surfaces decorated with paintings influenced by Buddhist and Gupta cultures during the 6th to 8th century AD. According to researchers, the murals on the cave walls were painted with oil-based paint and represent the world's earliest oil paintings. Unfortunately, both statues were destroyed in 2001, leaving huge vacant spaces. In 2003, the Bamiyan Valley was included on UNESCO's World Heritage List and the list of World Heritage in Danger. In March 2021, on the 20th anniversary of their destruction, a Night with Buddha event was held in front of the caves with the attendance of hundreds of Afghans carrying kerosene lanterns. Projected onto the caves were 3D images of the original statues that illuminated the nights filled with poetry, music, and book reading. Later, the art in Afghanistan was deeply influenced by Persian and Islamic culture. Grand mosques were built in the country featuring elaborate tiling styles. Many of these styles and techniques were influenced by Uzbek and Chinese ceramics. The mountain village of Istalif was once a flourishing hub full of ceramic artisans and has been known for its turquoise pottery for centuries. Lying among lush trees overlooking the Somali plains, Istalif has a special rustic beauty and was used for royal retreats. Istalifi pottery is believed to have been brought to Afghanistan by Uzbeks about 400 years ago. These traditional blue ceramics include pots, bowls, and dishes ripened with a glaze containing ishkar, a local desert plant with unique chemical properties that give the pottery a certain earthy green color. Afghanistan is the only place that can produce pottery artwork in this turquoise color. Since 2001, craft work in Istalifi has begun to revive with support from NGOs such as Turquoise Mountain, which works in training and promoting traditional Afghan arts. Mr. Bilal Askariar, a traditional Ishkar potter artisan, says, "We want to show Afghans and people of the Muslim world are capable of making beautiful things." Kind viewers, we'll now pause for a moment to hear a brief message and return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Ye shall eat no manner of fat, of ox, or of sheep, or of goat. Leviticus, Holy Hebrew Bible. Welcome back to our program. Now let's explore Afghanistan's beautiful traditional textiles and costumes. Embroidery and fabric handicrafts are traditional arts practiced throughout the history of Afghanistan and are typically done by women and girls. Each of Afghanistan's ethnic groups has its own specific style of traditional embroidery. Pashtun embroidery is popular with many tribes in Afghanistan. This craft is practiced with satin stitching done in complex geometric patterns that radiate out from a central motif such as a star or a circle. Gold and silver colored threads are used to decorate the fabrics. Household items such as tablecloths, mats, towels, curtains, and bedspreads, as well as traditional costumes, are generally made of traditional textiles featuring handmade embroidery. The unique embroidery called kamak is a trademark of the southern city of Kandahar and is considered by art experts to be one of the world's finest embroidery forms. Kamak was originally inspired by complex Islamic geometric patterns and also integrates patterns of nature such as flowers, leaves, and trees. Kamak was traditionally used to decorate tablecloths, women's head coverings, girls' wedding trousseaux, and the floor-length shawls worn by southern Afghan men. Kandahar women stitched their hopes, dreams, and desires of beauty into embroidery. Some local women were employed to embroider for an NGO project in the Kandahar area called Kandahar Treasure, which aimed to improve the local economy and also showcase the women's talents to the world. Afghanistan's traditional clothing is quite conservative. For women, an ankle-length dress is worn with loose-fitting trousers called a tumban. A headscarf known as a chador is then worn to cover their hair. The men wear a similar basic outfit consisting of trousers and a loose-fitting shirt with a turban that differs according to where he is from. This clothing style dates back to the early medieval period and the time when Islamic culture was adopted. Some variations or developments have been made through the centuries, and Afghans' ethnic and cultural origins such as Baluchi, Hazara, Nuristani, Pashtun, Tajik, Turkmen, and Uzbek are reflected in their traditional costumes. Today, more and more young Afghans are wearing Western clothes, especially in big, modernized cities. The traditional costumes are used only on special occasions, such as weddings and celebrations. Brides typically wear customary red or green costumes at traditional wedding ceremonies. Even the wedding guests tend to wear traditional garments, with female guests usually adorning themselves with beautiful jewels as well. Wearing a turban on the head marks a boy's passage into manhood, and wearing a head covering, such as a scarf in complex and larger forms, means a girl is at marriageable age or married. In 2006, the first Afghan fashion show was held in Kabul, thus opening a new era of traditional fashion in Afghanistan. Since then, more beautiful cultural costumes of different ethnic groups have been designed and showcased on catwalks. In August 2017, young Afghan models showed off their beautiful traditional clothing on an open-air stage in Kabul. Honoring their beautiful heritage, many Afghan women around the world proudly share photos of their colorful traditional dresses via social media, in contrast to the black hijab mandated by the Taliban. The National Museum of Afghanistan in Kabul has a large collection of traditional art. According to a New York Times online report, in an effort to protect Afghanistan's cultural heritage, the Taliban assigned guards outside the museum to prevent looting. Mr. Mohammed Fahim Rahimi, the museum director who had met with Taliban officials in August, says, "Had there been fighting, it could have been a disaster and could have destroyed a lot of things here and many monuments throughout the country. We are a bit fortunate for now that the change of power has not caused such death and destruction." We have enjoyed sharing the colorful handcrafts and folk arts of Afghanistan, and hope that the country's beauty and grace will be deeply appreciated and continue to shine on the world stage. Enlightened viewers, thank you for your company today during Afghanistan, Ancient Culture and Beautiful Heritage, Part 2 of 3. Please return next Wednesday, October 27th for Part 3. May Allah bless all countries around the globe in progress and prosperity for a grace-filled future.
Don't be vegan, because you want to keep your name in hell.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com, /schedule и suprememastertv.com, /CTAW.